Darken it. I have to wait till later. But my phone is damn near in the water. We'll wait for it to get a little darker. Okay. I hate putting my camera in the water. Let's see if I can show that it's in the water. Yeah. Not only that, but this right here. I can't even see my phone. Okay, starting from left to right to the second pole, that is Bill Watts flashing, and that's approximately 3.5 miles away. The second light to the right of that is Billy Steele's, and it is 7.5 to 8 miles away. And then the one to the right of that, which is very hard to see, is Cutter's Rock, and that's 11.05 miles away. The red light that you see flashing all the way to the right of the screen is the halfway mark to Bayport. Now, as you see, I have my camera, my cell phone, very low to the ground. I also have my camera doing a time lapse. That's also very low to the ground, or low to the water. And I wanted to give you a different perspective and show you that with a little bit of critical thinking, you may be able to see outside this box too. The popular belief is that, the world is a globe and we live on a globe. But when you have great visibility, as you noticed, I have a lot of overcast, which is blocking out a lot of the light, which a lot of the light is part of that deception. The light propagates off the water, which causes this mirroring, mirage effect, light diffraction, and it literally cuts off your horizon. But when you have this great visibility, it does allow you to see the true horizon and see exactly how far out you can actually see. Now, the scientific thing is, if you are a 6-foot man standing on the shore, you're only able to see approximately 3.14 miles. And that would be in all directions in a circle. and that is pi 3.14. So these things are brought to us and given to us as children, as we are young, ignorant, and what do? We trust our teachers. But I'm never going to say that it's the teacher's fault, and I'll tell you why. Because they were taught the same thing that we have for centuries. You know, this has been pushed for centuries. And when you have centuries being pushed upon the unknowing or unwittingly, it becomes popular belief. And when you step outside that popular belief, of course, you're going to get mocked, ridiculed, called all kinds of names, stupid, retarded. But when you show visual proof, for some reason, you still get mocked, ridiculed, and called all kinds of names. I go out here, I do these observations pretty much for myself, for my own research, for my own visual proofs, and I decided to start sharing them with people, only to, again, not only be mocked by the Globers, but I've also been mocked and ridiculed by even some of the flat earth channels. And some of these flat earth channels, they claim that I'm a deceiver, Satan's my father, all these weird things, and these are supposedly Christian people. Now, I'm not going to mock any religion, because I know some good people that are Christians, and they are true Christians in my eyes, because they're not out there to lie to people. They're not out there to try to deceive people. They are out there. There really are some good truthers out there. Finding the right channels to watch is always the issue. And, you may watch somebody's channel and, think that they're great. They show you all this stuff. But are they really showing you real truth? And that's my thing. Now, if you notice here, I turned my cell phone camera on so you could actually see how low I was to the water with my cell phone. And this is cell phone footage. This is not from my camera. And even visually with my eyes, I could see these lights flashing out there. So I beg to differ with all the global theorists out there that want to tell us it's refraction that is pulling things up from behind the curve. Come on, people, wake up. Go out and do your own observations. Go out and do your own research. And think for yourself. Critically think for yourself. Set your beliefs aside and do some critical thinking, and do your own tests, do your own observations, and see what you come up with. I was actually a Glober, and I still would be if it wasn't for my own observations, because I notice certain things that happen out on the water, and it changes, on a constant basis. So you do have to think for yourself. I'm going to go back to some of these videos and just let you think for yourself. All right. Appreciate y'all watching. Thanks a lot. And I'll be back toward the end of the video to talk some more. Doing one more video or one more time lapse. I wanted to show that my camera is damn near in the water. And not only that, but it's on the lowest setting.
I can spider this thing out where it sets real low. So it's like 2 feet above the water right now. Actually, it's like 21 inches, but I'll give it 2 feet, being that it's not quite all the way in the water. And of course, you can't see what this can see, being that I got a light on. But that's mainly what I wanted to show. How close I was to the water. We got the moon coming out. Maybe I'd do a 10-minute time lapse on the moon before I leave. But I wanted to get the last of this. Shut my light off. And my camera's just not able to pick up that last little bit of light out there. Just a little bit. I can't focus in on it. Okay. But one last thing I can do is put my camera down to the water again. And see if we can't pick up those 3 lights out there flashing. Let me get over here a little more. Where I'm actually closer to the water. Okay. Ain't easy to do. Something gives. What gives? Huh, I can see those lights plain as day myself. With my own eyes. So to me, there's nothing that's causing those lights to rise up over the horizon at all. The red light is a real close light compared to the other 3 lights. And I know it's hard to see that 3rd one. But it'll probably show up. Alright, I'm done with my cell phone camera.
Okay, these were the 2 time lapses I was taking while I was there. I did slow these down. It would only have been 10 seconds, but I slowed them down, I do believe, 0.25 times, just so you can really get an idea of these lights. Now, my P900 was on a different angle than my cell phone. As you noticed, I was actually out in front, so Bill Watts' light was actually to the right of the pole, but my camera shows it just to the left. And I was hoping I got it in there because that pole could have been blocking it out, and then you wouldn't have seen it. But these 3 lights are, like I said, the first one there on the left is 3.5 miles. The one in the middle is 7.5 to 8 miles away, and the one to the right is 11 miles. And this is why I say you need to have the proper lighting. Everything needs to be right. The air is dry. I don't have all that humidity causing the distortion, causing the miraging and the mirroring. But way further out in the background, there is some mirroring going on. And I find that out when I do a long zoom out to the horizon. Um, you'll be able to see the mirroring of these clouds. But when it gets this dark and I do a long zoom, I get a lot of um, the video is grainy and you really can't see nothing. Or you can, but it's pretty grainy when it gets dark because the camera is low lighting on it. But as you can obviously see here, these lights are really visible. I could even see them with my naked eyes. When I'm down close to where I had my cell phone, I will place a picture of the height of my camera. I do have some pictures that I'll put one in here at the end of the video to show you the height of that camera sitting on the tripod at that low level. And again, think for yourself, be critical, go out and do your own tests. Um, I'm not out to deceive anybody. These are my visual proofs, my own personal visual proofs that I decide to share with people. And it's really strange that, I get all the grief that I do on some of my videos, especially from the trolls. All right. Thanks. Like, subscribe, share, use all you want. That's what they're there for. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.